Good morning and welcome back to Rants with Friends. We are back in action. Monday Rants with Friends. Today is Monday, November 24th. It is currently 8:30 in the morning and we are getting ramped up to go outside to go for a walk actually. Today I am just grateful for the continuous just being able to be alive and moving and doing what I have to do. So, you know, we're the week of Thanksgiving, so it's gonna be extra thankful. I'm also thankful for this hair. I love like my curls once they've dropped to this point, because I feel like it just gives so much more volume and like I love the look of it better. But like I can't start off with like loose curls because they drop quicker. So I have to go through the motions of having super tight curls first in order for me to get like the wavy look. And I feel like it gets better and better over time, but then I have to wash my hair eventually, you know what I mean? So we're not gonna wash our hair this week, probably next week. So I'm just going to enjoy the waves as they come in. And like how I keep it preserved, I don't. I literally just put a bonnet on. But let's say if I'm going somewhere and some of the curls look off, I just pin them up. I have enough locks to do that. But we are going to go for a walk. I don't have the car. Well, Huber has a car right now, so I'm just gonna go for a walk. I have a screening interview today at 11, so I have enough time to go for a walk, come back, and get things up and popping. I'm pretty sure I said this before, but we're doing Thanksgiving early, or not Thanksgiving early. We're doing the food early just because it is just us two. And why would I make another meal if that's gonna be our meal? You know what I mean? So this week we are doing Thanksgiving, like I said. And today we are starting off with our meals. For the menu, it's gonna be Jean rice, the macaroni and cheese, and turkey wings legs. So today I'm gonna come back, when I come back and finish off the screening interview, I'm just gonna get that settled before I leave. I'm probably gonna soak some Jean in some water, or I might not because I don't think it really helps if it's lukewarm water. But when I come back, I'm definitely gonna just start boiling the water, shredding the cheese, and then preparing for my screening interview, and then finishing off the cooking for the rest of the day. My turkey legs, I seasoned them last week and I froze them. I put them out 2 days ago and they're still frozen. So we're just hoping by the time tonight comes around that they are fully defrosted because it's annoying me. And yeah, I am excited for that. This is my first time making turkey legs wings, so it'll be a new experience and I can't wait to document how I do it. I'm literally taking a recipe that I found on like Facebook or TikTok. It's smothered turkey legs. I don't know, I'm following the recipe how I see fit. And yeah, so I have to go because the longer I stay here, the more time constraint I have, and I do want to spend at least an hour on a walk. It's probably like 50 something degrees. I have like many layers on and I'm about to put my hoodie on. So we're gonna step outside, we're gonna get some sunlight, get this movement, get my steps in for sure, and then come back in and get it popping. So I will see y'all later. I hope you have a good one. And if I don't tell you this later, I will tell you this now. Bye, enjoying everything. See y'all, bye. We have, first thing is prep. And we have our jumbo, which is our mushroom. So I think I'm going to cook about 3 cups of rice this week. So I'm going to probably do 3 cups of Jean. I'm going to rinse it in some, no, not rinse it. Oh, I wonder if you have to rinse these. Anyway, so I'm gonna take 3 cups of Jean and put them in hot water and let that boil for a while. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to the water. And then we're gonna get that going in the rice cooker later. So this is step 1 of my Thanksgiving prep. I used 2.5 cups actually because I feel like it's a lot. I think I used the same amount last time. And the color was really nice last time. It could be darker, so we'll see if this time it's darker. Mushrooms. Alright, so I'm going to only add probably like 4 cups of water to this just because it does evaporate. So 4 cups of water, 2.5 cups of Jean. Okay, we are back. I have my roasted veggies. I actually think I might put it back in to get more color on the squash, but I think it might be fine. So my next steps is to start with the macaroni. I'm online trying to figure out which recipe to use, but I think because I'm getting so overwhelmed with different options, I'm just gonna do it the way that makes sense to me as I'm doing it today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to be blending up these vegetables just so I have them ready when I make my cheese sauce. So I also have to shred the cheeses that I have as well. I have what I have. I'm just gonna make it work because I realized people use Gouda and all that stuff, and I definitely did not grab that from the grocery store. So I'm just gonna use what I have, and I know it's gonna be great at the end. So you're just gonna see me do it as I do it, and I'm not gonna try to overthink it. So noodles, I'm gonna boil those in chicken like bouillon, like I always usually do a salted water. So boil the noodles. I'm only gonna cook a box, maybe a box and a little bit of the other box, just because 2 boxes will be too much. So noodles, reserve some of that starch water that comes from the noodles and add that to my cheese mixture. I don't know if I'll do a roux or not, but I always do evaporated milk and then I melt the cheese in that and then I add that to my noodles. So we're gonna do that. Will I use an egg? I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. I do have mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is like cream, oil, vinegar, and eggs. So, and I know my aunt, one of my aunts, when she makes macaroni, she uses mayonnaise. So I might use mayonnaise just because I have a little bit left and I like trying different things. So I might use mayonnaise, but we'll see. So that's gonna be our first thing. Our Jean mushrooms are still boiling. So I'm gonna see how far I could get. I'll probably finish up with the macaroni first before I move on to doing the rice, which isn't that much. It's just taking the water and putting it in the rice cooker. And then next is the turkey wings. So I definitely want to get the macaroni and the rice situated before I try my turkey wings, which is going to be a whole adventure in itself. But keep watching, stay tuned to see your girl figure it out as she goes. Okay. So at this point, the macaroni is all ready to be plated. And I end up doing like a layer of macaroni, a layer of cheese, macaroni, and then cheese again at the top. I totally forgot to do the paprika and make it all look, you know, the oregano and the parsley and all that, because I was super nervous about this, you guys. I don't know if you could tell, but I ended up making a lot more cheese mixture than I needed. So I was afraid that the end result of the macaroni, like the consistency, would be way too soupy and I would just be upset. So you see here, I'm very focused on not taking much of that cheese sauce anymore and just focusing on making sure all the macaroni is in there. So definitely some improvements or my notes for next time is when I'm making my hidden veggies macaroni, to definitely start off with half of the milk that I think I will need, if that, and then immediately start working in the blended vegetables first, and then just adding the milk to that mixture, because I believe if I did it that way, I will end up with less volume and I could be more aware of the fact that I have too much of this cheese mixture. I will say, I want you to know now, the macaroni was busting. It's really good. But definitely for next time, just so that I don't have too much of an excess, because, you know, I do not like wasting. So it just pains me that I had that much left over and I couldn't fit it in the pan. But definitely one box was plenty for the two of us. And I put it in the oven, I believe at like 370 for like 15 to 20 minutes. And then I left it uncovered and put it on broil on high for, I believe, about like 10 minutes. So I could just get that nice crusty macaroni top, basically. So I did show you guys how I make my Jean rice before, so I'm not going to really go into it again. But I did want to say that with this mixture, I ended up using 3 cups of grains. It was 1.5 cups of the regular brown rice, half a cup of quinoa, and half a cup of the wild rice. And I only strained, I think, 2 cups of Jean water initially. So what I did, instead of diluting it more, I did take some warm water. I took, I believe, 2 or 3 cups of warm water, and I let it soak in the Jean again. And I let it sit for probably like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or so. And then I restrained it and then poured that into the rice cooker. I did this because I feel like if you just use regular like water, you end up like filtering that color, that black color that you want to see. So just doing a quick re-soak of your Jean will give you that better, darker colored water that you're looking for when you're making this rice. So that's just a little fun fact of what I learned, since I definitely did not have enough liquid that first time. I'm just going to preface this clip of the turkey wings. This is the start of the turkey wings, y'all. Turkey wings and drums. But I will start it off by saying that this portion that I'm doing right now was a fail. I tried making some injectable butter. While making the butter was not a fail. That was great. That was awesome. I thought my turkey wings, my turkey legs were fully defrosted. And mind you, I took these bad boys out like 3 days ago. They were not on the inside, so you'll see me. I left the clip in. It went on a lot longer than I show, but I tried to inject the butter on these birds. Bro, it was not working because the birds were too cold. And I end up having like a 5-minute breakdown of just like, why me? But it turned out fine in the end. But I just had to show you guys that I was so ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to inject it right now. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I did end up injecting it once it was cooking. I ended up injecting and then basting. But I just think it's funny that I really was so hopeful. So after that injection fiasco, I let the birds sit there while I set up my roasting pan. Mind you, just to let you guys know, the turkey wings, I did get it a few weeks ago, and it was sitting in seasoning and APs this whole time, so I didn't see the need of doing an overnight marinade at this point. So in the roasting pan, I did onions, bell peppers, and then I started the new way, which is using that cream of chicken soup. This was something that I did see online, and then I saw later that you can make cream of chicken and cream of whatever at home. So definitely for next time, I'm probably gonna do it homemade, just because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That turkey, when it was going in, it was so questionable to both me and Hubert, and we were like, let's just see it through. Let's just see it through. It turned out so good. So good, honestly. But going in, I was side-eyeing it. And it was in the oven. I forgot what degree I used. I think it was like 350 or something. But I did like 350 for probably like 3 hours in total. And every hour I went in and I basted it and finally injected it. And I believe the last half hour, or the last hour, I believe actually, I did up the heat to 375, and then I left it uncovered. So it was covered for about an hour, 2 hours, and then I left it uncovered for an hour. And this turkey, it was so good. It was tenderoni. I would definitely do it again, but definitely just do my own homemade cream of chicken or whatever, cream of mushroom, whatever it's called. Just do it myself, just so that I could have cleaner ingredients and probably a lot less sodium. But overall, this turkey was so good. So the next 3 clips that you guys will see will be the final 3 products of the night, which were the rice, the macaroni, and the turkey. I will say these scenes and these cuts are all pure from Hubert. So shout out to him for getting some really good angles and really good close-ups. I know this video will be coming out after Thanksgiving, so I really, really, really do hope that you guys all had a wonderful and great Turkey Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, and I hope you guys spent time with yourself, with your family, with your partner, with your friends, whoever it is. I hope you guys found joy, found love, and really had a great one. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys, and don't forget to find joy in everything. Bye.